Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's how to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion. The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real. Still keep me going. I wake up and hustle. You won't see me buckle. I've been in the field. Man of the town. You been in your fields. I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty. Either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents. This mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some. The skill is by one.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on One Ass Cheek, Three Toes. I am your host, B. Strilla. Next to me, I have Chris People. We are on here for Major League Baseball Wednesday. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing great. Yep. Just cut myself shaving this morning. So, but the little notice as you get older, you grow more hair here and less on top. So,
yeah.
But I'm
mine is choice.
As you can tell, I'm kind of, my background's kind of clean. I'm about ready to. I'm trying to find another place to move to. So hopefully that place will be not just as nice, and I can get all that case back there is heavy as hell. So hopefully it'll just be a downstairs so I can just push it into my space. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. Did a workout this morning. Feeling I got more energy than I have in the last couple of days. So I'm moving.
I noticed that about you Army guys. You guys just like do all kinds of exercise in the morning. I have a roommate he was from the Army, and he does that every morning too. He retired like 5 years ago. He was an airborne. So yeah.
Yeah. Next year, August next year will be my retirement date. But I did it doing some tire flippings and some deadliftings and some power cleans and stuff like that this morning. So my arms and my legs are killing me right now. So yeah.
That means you did it right.
Yeah.
So before we get into the Major League Baseball, of course, we're in the midst of the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. So let me give you a rundown on some of that. Just take a couple moments here. In the NBA playoffs, the Pacers grab a 2-0 lead over the Bucks with a 123-115 victory. Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton again were the main culprits for the scoring for the Pacers. Siakam had 24 and Tyrese added 21 as they overlapped the Greek Freaks. 34 points. Damian Lillard had 14 points in his first game back from deep vein thrombosis. Woo! Say that 3 times fast, but he did well, and like I said, the Pacers grabbed a 2-0 lead in that one. The Thunder once again established their dominance over the Grizzlies, although they were not able to win by 51 points this time. SGA
slacking.
Right. SGA, better known as Shea Butter, scored 27 points in this game. He had help from Jalen Williams, who added 24, and Chet Holmgren, who had 20, as OKC won a 118-99, taking a 2-0 lead to Memphis. Jaren Jackson scored 26 points, and Ja Morant scored 23 points for the Grizzlies. And the good old Lakers redeemed their Game 1 embarrassment, beating the Timberwolves in Game 2, 94-85. Luka led the Lakers with 31 points. LeBron had 21, and the Lakers outmuscled the Timberwolves and tied the series at 1. Julius Randle had 27, and Anthony Edwards had 25 for Minnesota. And those are the 3 games in the NBA playoffs last night. The NBA playoffs tonight are going to be Orlando at Boston at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good luck, Orlando. Celtics lead series 1-0. Miami at Cleveland at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cavaliers lead series 1-0. And Golden State at Houston at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the Warriors lead that series 1-0. In the NHL playoffs, the Hurricanes have put the Devils in a 0-2 hole with a 3-1 victory. Jordan Martinook scored the go-ahead shorthanded goal in the second period to get to that. Put the Devils in an 0-2 hole there. The 3 stars in that game were Frederick Anderson for Carolina, goaltender. Jordan Martinook, of course, because he had a game-winning goal. And Shane Gostenberger. And I say that because those are some hard-ass names in the NHL to pronounce. But anyway.
Goss the Spear.
There you go. See, there you go. Goss the Spear. Okay. Yeah, I almost got it there. The Battle of Ontario in Game 2 went again to Toronto Maple Leafs, who go up on the Ottawa Senators 2-0 with a 3-2 OT win. Max Domi scored at 3:09 of OT for the Leafs. The 3 stars of that game was Max Domi, game-winning goal, John Tavares, and Morgan Riley, all from Toronto. Then, from the Battle of Ontario, we go to the Battle of Florida. First game found the Panthers with an overwhelming 6-2 victory. Matthew Tkachuk had 2 power play goals and an assist in his return to the Panthers lineup after 2 months absent. That's pretty damn good. You come right into the lineup. You come right into the lineup to score 2 power play goals, get an assist.
What people don't realize is they did that on purpose, and a lot of teams do that. There's a certain number of players in hockey where when you're a certain amount of months out, if you have to put them on a specific roster to be able to be playoff eligible. Once you get too close to the playoffs, they become ineligible. So there's a certain window, and a lot of people complain about this all the time because teams do this all the time. They put players on injured lists so they get fresh for the playoffs.
There you go.
Just a little note.
There you go. See, look at that. Some hockey inside information by Chris People. And the 3 players, stars of that game were Matthew Tkachuk, obviously, Nate Schmidt, and Sam Reinhart. And let's see. The Minnesota Wild rebounded from Game 1 and beat the Vegas Golden Knights 5-2. Kirill Kaprizov had 2 goals and an assist for the Wild as the Golden Knights were turnover prone last night. Again, the 3 stars were, of course, Kirill Kaprizov and Matt Bodley and Nora Hannafin for the Golden Knights. And the upcoming playoff games are Montreal at Washington tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Capitals lead series 1-0. Dallas at Colorado. That'll be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the series is tied at 1-1. Then we have, last but not least, the Edmonton Oilers at LA Kings at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kings lead the series 1-0. See if there is some defense played in that game because the last game was 6-5. That's 11 goals. That's a lot of goals in a playoff game. As far as the NFL is concerned, CMC has 0 restrictions for off-season works for the 49ers. So he's ready to go. Jerry Jones says he's working on 2 pretty substantive trades. Yeah, whatever. Probably some real small trades too.
He's gonna sign a one-year deal for a backup freaking kicker or something like that for $9 million.
Yeah, basically, that's what's gonna happen. And the Celtics, Pritchard wins 6th Man of the Year for the NBA. Beasley was up for that for the Pistons. A lot of people were kind of bent on that one too. And it seems like the Detroit players and coaches are getting slighted by all these sports. I don't know what it is, but whatever.
The coach, I think, is snubbed. Beasley, I don't think it was snubbed, and there is some reasons behind that. Because I don't know if they used their full stats or they just used their bench stats. Because he did start a few games. So if you start, does that count towards your 6th man award stats? I don't know. If that's the case, that might be the reason why he didn't get it, because you only count the bets coming off the bench stat. So maybe that's the case. But our coach was definitely snubbed. That's not. I don't even think there's a close comparison. But yeah.
Last night or yesterday in Major League Baseball, our Tigers lost to the Padres 2-0. It was a good game. Pitches were great. Just that Padres pitcher, what's his name? Pivette? Is that what his name was? Pivette?
Oh, sorry. You caught me off guard.
San Diego's pitcher last night. Wasn't it Pivette? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. He's a very good pitcher. He's one of the best pitchers in the major leagues right now, and he did a very good job against the Tigers. The Guardians beat the Yankees 3-2. You know what? You cannot never depend on the Yankees to beat anybody in our division. Come on, Yankees. Don't even like you, but you're not even winning when you're supposed to be winning it. Anyway, Marlins beat the Reds 4-3. The Red Sox beat the Mariners 8-3. Nationals 7, Orioles 0. Mets 5, Phillies 1. Cardinals 10, Braves 4. Twins 4, the White Sox 2. That's not unusual. White Sox losing. Royals 4, Rockies 3. And the Cubs, who've been playing some pretty terrific baseball in this last month, beat the Dodgers 11-10 in 10 innings. Astros 5, Blue Jays 1. Pirates get another win, 9 to the Angels 3. Diamondbacks 5, Rays 1. Brewers 11, Giants 3, Rangers 8, and Athletics 5. Right now we have a game going on between the Padres and the Tigers. I do have it on the ticker every once in a while. When I see the score change, I will be bringing it up. Right now it is at the bottom of the 5th, and Tigers are still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Homer by Torres in the second, I want to say, or was that, the second inning. Put them at the 1-0.
First inning, sorry.
First inning?
Yeah,
Okay, first inning.
Reese also pitching an outstanding game, too.
Yeah, Reese is doing really well in this game.
Yeah, so, 37 of his 47 pitches are strikes. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Reese has been doing really well in the last 2 games. So I've been quite surprised by it.
He's like, well, everybody else is pitching good. I gotta try to grab the headlines myself.
Yeah, they can't be too. He's got to catch up to the Joneses. In other words,
yes,
because everybody's really kind of out pitching him to a point. Now everybody's kind of taking a step back. But some of the things that we got for you guys today in the baseball world for the Tigers, Josh Young got promoted. He did very good in his premier too. Very good. First day he was promoted.
Yep.
How did you feel about his play when he came up?
So, obviously, unfortunately, he played against a really good pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna he struck out twice, had 3 at bats. But he did so his play he took him into deep counts, which is what you need him to do. But I'm not gonna grade him overall off his first performance, because he played against one of the best pitchers in baseball. So it's gonna be kind of hard to critique him on coming up and, hey, guess what? Fuel the fire, or feet to the fire, let's go. So he played against he played pretty good.
He got 2 base on balls. That's pretty damn good. And he scored a run, so
yeah.
That's not on him, but
Yeah, his so that's the thing. That's the thing. If you come up and you strike out twice, but you get on base twice, that's 50-50. You did good. Because base hits aren't always, if you can get on base, regardless of whether it's a walk or a base hit, you're doing good. You're doing good. So, yeah, I like his start, but the value, he was hitting in the minors really well. And so I was like, what are we going like? He did not want to be sent down, and so he showed that he did not want to be sent down. The problem is the good thing and a problem. We have Parker Meadows coming back soon. He's already starting rehab stints. So, and then you still got Winsel Perez, who has to come back as well. And people may forget this pitcher, but Alex Cobb, our geriatric pitcher that we have, was hurt. And they're going to have to use him some way. They pay him $15 million for this year. So he's going to have to get used when he comes back. So you've got that. Where are you going to put these people? Something's got to give. So, I mean, this is Josh Jung's chance to impress, because when Parker Meadows comes back and Winsel Perez come back, he's going down and somebody else has got to go down. Who else are you sending down? I'm eyeing Cole Keith, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But Josh Jung, I think this is his opportunity, and I hope he does do well. His brother plays for Toronto, I think. I'm not sure. Jace Jung. I think he plays for Toronto. I'm not sure. But he's really good. Yeah. And so this is where this is a key on teams that are loaded with young talent that have. It's a good problem to have a lot of young talent that you have to make decisions on. But this is a perfect example. Is why when you come up to the majors, and your opportunity is a very short window. That's why people are like, well, he never got the opportunity to do this. Whenever they're talking about a prospect, oh, well, the coach never gave him a chance. You don't get multiple chances. You come up, if you do bad,
you go back down.
You go back down. Like, that's the way it goes. Like, you don't get the opportunity like over and over and over again. Well, you never gave him an opportunity to play. Well, now you might be on a team that's really, really bad. You'll probably get the whole season. But when you're on a team that's is looking good and got a lot of young talent, you don't get those opportunities. So you got to make them when you have a chance. So he will get opportunities. He definitely will, until Parker Meadows comes and until Winsel Perez come back. He's going to get plenty of opportunity, unless he just stinks up the joint. Then that'll be a different decision. I'm so glad that they sent freaking Kreidler down. Woo-hoo. I'm so glad.
Yeah, he wasn't doing very well at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of people that are doing well, though, Torkelson and Mize, #1 picks finally paying off. Torkelson, man, that dude's just ripping the cover off the ball. I don't know what's gotten to him this year, but he's been amazing.
Yeah. And I will still reserve judgment. I mean, I've been on his, like, he's got to prove, and he's proven he's doing well. Here's the thing, though, and I didn't think about it. I had to go into longevity, but so his first year, he was brought up too early, did terrible, was sent back down, started the next season, went on a tear, had 30 home runs, great. Then started the next season, did terrible, got sent down multiple times, played sort of well in the playoffs. That's it. Start the season, he's on a tear. Every other year, he's doing it. So I got to see him like put up some monster numbers this year and then continue next year, because otherwise you're going to be the every other year player. And I've seen players like that. They're up one year, they're down the next, because what happens is they're not making in-game adjustments. They're not changing they're not changing as they're getting pitched to throughout the year. And so then the next year they come back, and what was working the year before is not working this year. And so then they end up like, well, I don't know what's going on. Then they work in the offseason, and then you do it again good. So let's still reserve the judgment. He's doing great. I mean, he may be an MVP candidate if he continues this pace. You know, that would be great to see him. But yeah, he's doing great.
What's your views on Mize? I think Mize started off the gate really fast, but it seems like he's that's catching up to him a little bit now. Not bad in any way. It's just he's caught a couple of bad losses. Well, at least one bad loss in his last start. So, but I think he started off really well. In fact, he was one of the best pitchers in the league at one point. But
he's still doing better than we expected, because I didn't think he was good. Like, I thought I mean, just like Torque, this was his make or break season. I think he was just hurt the last 2 years. I mean, he had, what was it? He had surgery like 2 years ago or something like that. So now he's that first year after you have surgery, man, you don't really count that year. And then he had to find his niche last year. So I think he's going to be fine. I don't think we really have to worry about him. I think he'll be fine. And he's going to have up and down seasons because like Torque, or up and down games, because like Torque, players are going to adjust to him. They're going to realize what he throws. So then he's going to have to adjust to them. So at this point, I foresee him, he's going to do well. I think he's going to do well this year. I don't think he's going to be great. I mean, like, yeah, his outing against Kansas City only allowed 1 run. He pitched 7 innings. Like, that's great.
He's got 3 wins. He's tied second in the league for wins.
Yeah, I mean, he's
American League.
It's the pitch count that you see. I mean, what do you do when your team doesn't? How well do you pitch when your team doesn't give you runs? Because that's a mental thing. Like, if you don't score any runs for your team, well, you got to keep pitching. And it's not just a physical toll, but it's a mental toll, because now you're like, well, shoot, if I even give up a hit, that guy could get home, and I can't do that. So your pitches cannot be wild. They have to be properly placed. I mean, in that game he played, now granted it's the Kansas City Royals, but still, I mean, he pitched 6 out of 88 pitches. He pitched 63 strikes. That's still a really good ratio. It's really good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what his whiff rate was at that time, but I mean, he's doing really well. I mean, I can't see that I want to see, okay, we play the Orioles next. He's going to pitch against the Orioles. I want to see how he pitches against the Orioles. Because that's a good ball club. I want to see how he pitches, because if he throws up a stinker against them, then you're like, okay, well, he's only going to pitch against good teams. So I want to see when he pitches against the Orioles, that'll be a good lineup to pitch against. So we'll see what happens. That reserve judgment for that, but that's where we're at right now. But they were 2 number 1 draft picks. We thought we were getting gems in both of them. Then they all fell off the radar. They're doing good now. I mean, you can't complain.
Yeah, both of them are. They're really turning their careers around a little bit this year. I think that's great for Mize and Torque. You're right. Torkelson needs to show some mettle. So, and Mize, he was good last year too, but I think he needs to show that he can be a starting pitcher as well. I think he's doing that right now. That's something he's got over the pitchers that are on there right now. He's got 3 wins, and none of the other pitchers do have that yet. Going on to people that are struggling, however, Colt Keith continues to struggle. Do you think they're going to send him down and bring? Do they have anybody else in AAA right now that's playing good in his position?
The problem is that he doesn't have a pitch. He doesn't have a position per se, because everybody's playing the positions that he plays. He was going to take over for Torque, but Torque's defense this year has played. He's been outstanding. So at least if he had good defense, that would be something. But he's not playing. His defense at first base isn't good. He's not used to that position, so he's not good there. I mean, you're not putting him in. You're not going to put him at second base because Torres is there. You could put him at shortstop, but you either got Trey Sweeney or got Javi Baez, and they both play better defense than he does and bat better. You have nothing. You don't even have a single talent right now that you can say, well, this is the reason why you keep me on the roster. I mean, Colt Keith needs to watch it. Now I will say Justin Henry Malloy is in there too. He has a little bit better on base percentage, but he plays outfield. So Keith isn't competing with him though, but he better watch it. He better watch it because Jace Jung's here now. And if they have to put Jace Jung, if Jace Jung's going to be the fill-in, because Jace Jung plays third base, I mean, Cole Keith is in a very sticky predicament because he's going to be the odd man out when Parker Meadows and Winslow Perez come back. Yeah. And then there's going to be somebody else, whether it's a pitcher, whether it's another position player. It's going to be really tough. It really is, because there's not enough positions. It's fun to say that, though. Like any other year, I'd be like, yeah, not a problem. Put him at DH. That's cool. Put that guy at DH. We don't have anybody else to back him up. Now we have to go, where's he going to fit? It's a good problem to have.
What's going on, Broski Bear? He said you got a cool hat there, Chris.
Yeah, I got a custom made. It's actually we have a outfitter here in the Augusta Mall in Georgia. They have the official rights to make custom hats that are limited. And this wasn't theirs, I don't think, but I have a bunch of them that like you won't see anywhere because they themselves got officially sponsored or officially authenticated to print major league hats, some football hats, some the only ones they said they have trouble with is Dallas Cowboy because Jerry Jones won't let them do it because he's who he is. Yeah. But yeah, they make them and they they don't have I don't think they have a limited number on them. Now this one's Mitchell and Ness. This isn't theirs, but they have one where they only make 100 and that's it. If you're there, and you buy them. So yeah, this one is a Mitchell and Ness one. I got this for when you could get the pack of cards from them as well. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I try to get new Detroit Tigers hats all the time.
Yeah, I'll have to get my Detroit Tiger collection going again too. I used to have a whole bunch of Tiger hats. I don't know what I did with them, but this is a newer hat here. But I want to get like the original, Blue D, and a couple other like I think they got one that is the Motor City one that they have.
You can also you mean the City Connect hat?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you could get the old orange one with the tiger on the front, like the old purple one.
Yeah, like that like the tiger you got in the front of yours. Yeah, I like that one too. I used to have a lot of those hats. I don't know what I did with them when I moved. They probably just got sorted out when I moved.
I barely have any Tiger stuff because they haven't done well in a long time. So it wasn't like I have memorabilia stuff that is in my case. It's in my collection and stuff like that. But it's not stuff I'm going to put up or wear or anything like that. So I have to start building my Tigers like what can I say? Like pennants and stuff like that. I got to start building that up because I got plenty of Lion stuff. I got plenty of Red Wing stuff, and I got plenty of Pistons, believe it or not, even though I don't really watch them that much.
Okay. Next, Zach McKinstry, great start to the year. Yeah, that's another one that's popping out to me too. He's having a really good year too. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact Torkelson was, like I said, knocking the cover off the ball, Zach McKinstry would be a focal point as well. He's playing really well.
Yes, he is. I mean, I'm pleasantly happy to say that I was wrong about Zach McKinstry last year. He was our utility guy, could play anywhere. So that, unlike Colt Keith, that's what you have to build. If you don't end up being a top-notch player, a starter, you want to build up your ability to play any position because then you're valuable anywhere. Mm-hmm. So that's the one thing Zach McKinstry has, but he's hitting well. And I think because he was in the Dodgers organization, I do believe that he was kind of a touted, like a really good touted prospect coming up. Now I would have to go back and check like all the like what he was rated at, but he was supposed to be pretty good, like not a bad player, so hopefully this is a good thing. Like he's batting 300, on base over 40 on base percentage. I have to look at his OPS, but I mean, he's doing more than I thought he would do by far. And so I'm pleasantly surprised about Zach McKinstry. Congratulations to him. He's having a great season to start. So, yeah, I mean, he's already, like I said, he's already a good utility guy. And you add average where he can hit above 300, I'll take that every time. take that every time.
What do you think? Broski says the Cubs-Tigers World Series. I think it's wide open in the AL. I don't know. It could be wide open in the NL too, because San Diego is playing really well.
You got to battle Dodgers,
the Dodgers, yep.
San Diego. You got to battle. I mean, you got to bet the Mets are freaking. I mean, I know they fade in the postseason or towards the end of the season more times than not, but the Mets, 17-7 out the gate. Best team in baseball with the San Diego. Yeah. And San Francisco Giants have taken off.
Yeah, that whole division is nuts right now.
Fourth place is Arizona at 14-9 with a 60% win percentage. Fourth place. Like that's great. Poor Colorado's like, we just
we're
want
done.
to win the division.
We're done. It's over with. Our season is done already.
We're tapping out of this. We're tapping out of this. We want our
see you next year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's a draft.
So yeah, you've got some fairly good teams in the National League, but we'll see, because all the teams in the American League have a weakness. At least you can look at them and say they're great at this, but they also have this that's not as good. So yeah, I mean, Cubs World Series would be great as long as you're mentioning the Tigers in the World Series. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You could, yeah. And alluding to your White Sox thing earlier, which so if I don't know if you watch XM radio or listen to XM radio.
No.
Okay, so XM radio is pretty cool. They have different like sports, like football, different things. They have moving the chains.
I've had it before. I just don't have the subscription right now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But it's cool if you do get it. I pay for it every year just because I like to listen to sports on my way to going wherever I'm going. But they have so in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday, they do Chris Canty. There's a female, they call her God. Oh my God, I can't remember what her name is. So they have 3 people on there, 2 guys and a girl, and they actually have a segment that goes, "Did the White Sox win?" and it's a segment just to see if they had won that day. So when you said, well, they didn't win, you're right. They don't win that much, and they're doing just as bad as they did last year. Yeah. I feel sorry for them, kind of.
So what do you think about Javier Baez playing center field?
So
I mean, that's your favorite player. I remember, so.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So will he ever earn that $26 million a year? No, not at all. Never, not once. He will not earn that. However, comma, space, quotation marks, underlined, boldface, 72 font. He is actually playing anywhere they want him to play, and he's doing a good, fair job at playing it. And that's what I like, because now he's not Gleyber Torres where I got to play this base. I got to play. No, he's not that person. He is playing where they want him to play, and he's hitting fairly well. So, I mean, I don't want to jinx that because I need him to play well, but he is. He's doing better than I thought he would this year by like a marked improvement. So, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I mean, 266 batting average. I'll take that from Baez. When he batted 100, high 100s last year, previous year was like 210. Previous to that was like 230. I'll take 266. 30% on base percentage. I don't need him to hit home runs if he's going to bat 260, 270. I can.
It's not like he's batting home runs anyways. But I got 4 RBIs.
Yeah.
Right now, that's about it. It's
because he's not trying to hit the home run every at bat. He's being more patient at the plate. He's actually adjusted his stance. He's gotten more compact like Torque did, and he's not swinging at the ones that are like outside the catcher's reach like he used to. So, I mean, he's done a fairly good job this year. I mean, I'm kind of proud of him. So, but once again, let's wait till we get to the All-Star break. And I see a bunch of all-stars on this team, but I don't know where we're going to be at by the time we get there. I mean, I see Torque. I see possibly McKinstry if he continues to play well. I see Tariq Skubal. I see Jack Flattery, and I may even see Casey Mize in there if he continues to play. I like Reese Olson, but he had a couple of batting outings. Let's see if he recovers after a few more starts. You can't put our whole pitching staff on the All-Star. They're probably only take two.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Of course. I mean, the thing is that Detroit doesn't have a good name for itself. Only the Lions get the kind of the benefit of the doubt now, but the Pistons don't get the benefit of the doubt. The Tigers don't get the benefit of the doubt, and neither will the Red Wings. Not until they all get good. You have to have a few years of like doing really well. So you're probably looking at Torkelson, and you're probably looking at Skubal as our all-stars if they continue to do what they're doing.
Yeah, and just if you haven't seen the ticker at the bottom, folks, the Tigers now have a 2-0 lead. Justin Henry Mallory homered to left field to give them the 2-0 lead. So it's 2 home runs they gotten us on the board. Top of the 7th coming up.
Just as I was saying, man, he's not doing that well. Justin Henry Malloy, he hits a home run.
It's home run.
Okay,
sorry. I had to reserve my emotions when you said that because I was like,
well, I saw when it was 2-0. I go, damn! I just said. Okay, so then
that's right on time.
Well, damn, Green sucks. Ibanya sucks. Might as well just go off a deep end. Maybe that'll help.
Well, Riley, he came in. Right after, it was like a couple of days after we were talking about him, after that last Thursday, he came in there and did a heck of a job. He was like 2 for 3 or something like that, and had a couple of runs. He did real well, and then he turned into Riley again.
Well, there's nothing like a good Kansas City team to help you get out of it.
True.
Yeah, but he's got a hit today. So, I mean, he needs to figure some things out because he's just in the worst slump of his career. And he's not doing well at all, but he's battling it out. I mean, he can play defense though. That's the thing. He didn't have a good he wasn't scouted above average. He was an average player, so he's really worked on it a lot. Gotten really bad, really good. He had a good diving play where he positioned himself perfectly. The way he dove forward and popped up, throw it back into the air. So he's really developed. Instead of putting yourself in a position where you kind of get up, gather yourself before you throw it, that extra few seconds makes the base runner change their mind whether they're going to go to the next base or not. So he's really gotten better at defense in the outfield. So, I mean, that's going to go a long ways as a deeper position on the field. That's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like, the next series is against Baltimore. And
the next 2 series. So when we started the series,
Baltimore.
Huh?
Poor Baltimore. They're just getting creamed.
Yeah. Yes, they are. I mean,
what's up, Matt Henry?
I know we play obviously the Padres, then we play the Orioles, and then we play the Astros. So we're playing against good teams. Like these are teams that, if we beat them, that looks good. Like you're playing against good teams. So, I mean, at the beginning of the Padres series, through this whole thing, we play 9 games. I picked us to go 5-4. I'm being cautiously optimistic, So we're on that par right now. We just got to keep playing. But I mean, if we can get 6-7 wins opposed to the 5, that's great. That's great. Maybe they'll go double digits, or not double digits. They can't though. Maybe they'll get to like 8 wins. Who knows? But they're doing fairly well. I like the Tigers, the way they're doing it. I mean, right now all that complaining that I did last year in the beginning of this year about us not signing vets. So far, Chris Ilitch's plan to draft and develop prospects is working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's some words you never hear in the same sentence with Chris Ilitch.
Yep, he wanted to do that, or at least that's what the coach in the front office has been saying. That's what he wants to do: draft and develop. He does not want to like pay big free agents and stuff like that. Okay, cool, and it's working. So I had nothing more to say. Like, really, he's done what he said. It's when we get to the end of the season when we really need those hits. Are these rookies going to do that? Mm-hmm. And how far will they get you in the playoffs? That's a different story. But we have a long way to go before that. We got a trade deadline. We got an all-star break. We got a ton of stuff before then. But yeah,
I kind of need to see more completions of series. Now, I mean, they've been doing pretty good. I think Milwaukee, they had a bump.
Yep.
But then they played Kansas City and they won 3 out of 4 games. I'm like, dude, just went off 4 of them. That's Kansas City. Come on, that's your
they would have, but Riley Green screwed it up. Toward the end of the game. I mean, we had a chance. We had a chance in the 9th inning to win the game, but I can't remember what happened. Maybe Riley Green struck out on a swing pitch. I know it was Riley Green did something. Or he didn't bat appropriately, or something didn't happen. Like he chased a pitch or something like that. But we had a chance in the later innings to win that last game. But I look at it this way: if you can win 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 in a series, all the way through, you're at like 60. You're above 60%. You're going to win the division, and like that's where you want to be at. So continue. We're not going to win every series. I don't expect it to be that way. I do expect. The teams that you look at and legitimately go, we got to win that series. We need to win them. We just need to win them. We have to come out and win them. We cannot fail. So, like Dodgers, that first series, I didn't expect to win any games, and we didn't. I don't think we won any game, but that's fine. That's fine. But we stayed with them. We're talking the highest payroll in baseball. We stood with them.
Yeah. So I mean, the only game that we let get away was the last one. A little bit. That was the one they scored like 8 runs in that game. But other than that, they did a really good job, and they were kind of in that game until like the middle innings, and then that's when the Dodgers got away from. We got away from it. But I mean, right now this is another team I want to see do good against the San Diego, because San Diego, if you remember last year, once they passed the July. And they started getting those wins and playing better baseball. They played the Dodgers and the Padres after that, and they actually took 2 or 3 from the Dodgers, but they only won 1 or 3 from the Padres. And I want that to be reversed this year. Yeah. Unfortunately, with the Dodgers just can't. We just got the unfortunate number of drawing them the first series of the year. So, with all the players that we had hurt, 1 and 2, it was just, it's the first, and everybody has to establish their footing in the first series, basically. Yeah. It was just, that was just unfortunate for them. But they're doing really well against San Diego. They did play. They had good pitching in the first game. And it was, the run support was great. The second game, I kind of figured they're going to lose that one because, like I said, Pivetta is really a good pitcher. He's the best pitcher in the majors right now, one of the best pitchers in the majors right now. And right now, they're winning 2-0, and they're pitching this. The Tigers pitching this really good. If they could take this rubber match, man, 2 out of 3 from San Diego that's pretty good. That's pretty outstanding.
It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, I think we're doing really well. Let's see. Yeah. He went pretty far. Yeah, wow. He really killed his. See, I like it. So, like their starting pitchers went 4 and 2 in a 3rd innings. Okay, and he only gave up 2 runs. That's great. Hart, he did really well for San Diego. The big telling story though is he racked up 70 pitches in 4 innings. That's a lot of pitches in 4 innings. You truly want to be at about 15 or less per inning if you can help it, and that's a good rate. Like. To climb, because most pitchers nowadays aren't going to pitch beyond the 6th. You know, you get to 5 2/3 innings to get the win. That's all you need, and they bring on they bring in a reliever or whatnot. So getting to six innings is pretty standard, and you're still trying to stay under the 90 pitch count, 100 pitch count. But like for instance, like Reese Olson has gone 7 innings, and he's had 71 pitches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's had exactly the number. He pitched 3 more innings. That's the difference. Like that's what the Tigers. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to rack up the pitch count. You know, hey, are we taking occasionally when we get beat? It's because we're playing against a pitcher that is that good. Like you're not going to fall off 15 straight pitches. Pivetta was one of them. No matter how high the pitch count got, he battled through it. He's a really good pitcher. Those pitchers, you're gonna have trouble against them no matter what.
I was going to ask you about that because as far as the pitcher is concerned, because I think that's what they did. Yeah, I think what they did last year, there was a good. I think what they did was they made the pitching staff realize that, you know, they kind of pitched them a certain count and then they got them out of the game. It's now their pitch count is getting better because they're throwing better pitches. I noticed that, and they're going longer into the game. But what I wanted to ask you about was the relief pitching. Herder has been very well as a relief pitcher. There was who was the guy that pitched yesterday or the day before and got the last guy out? It was what was his name? I can't remember his damn name. But he was like, you know, you wouldn't know him from anybody. That's the reason why I can't remember his damn name.
Lee.
Lee. Who was it? Lee, yeah.
It's his first. It's his first professional period.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, he pitched yesterday. He didn't get anything. I mean, he didn't get a blown save or anything like that. He did strike out a guy to end the 8th inning, and then he went on to pitch the 9th inning. And in 1 2/3 innings, he only gave up 2 walks and he struck out 1. 26 on the pitch count, which is pretty good, but it was his first major league appearance. And so
that's who it was. It was Will Vest in the first game that got to say.
Will Vest?
Yeah, Will Vest, yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I liked him too. Yeah.
It's hard because we don't have a true closer. Now, there is a guy that we may be getting in. He may make a case for being the closer. Although he'll probably battle with Vest trying to get the closing role. I can't remember. I'm trying to find it because I can't pronounce his name. I think it's Cahill or whatever. I think there it is.
What is he on? Where's
Tommy,
he at?
Tommy Cannell. I think that's what it is. No. Yeah, Kahnle. So he's the funny story behind him is all he pitches is changeups. That's it. That's all he does. 99% of his he has the high. I think he is the highest changeup. Yep. He has the highest changeup rate thrown, I think, in Major League Baseball. Like that's all he throws. I mean, there's no. Let me make sure. I was trying to look at his. I was trying to look at his stats for his.
Well, you know what, man? You need to continue to talk about players that are playing bad because Justin Henry Malloy doubled to deep right, and they got another score. It's 3-0, so he's responsible for 2 runs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't have to speak terrible about everybody. Yeah. You know, that's the only way it looks like I'm going to get anything done here, or at least. Yeah, I'm trying to look. Yeah, it won't tell me the pitches. I know there's a website you can look at the pitches, but I think he throws a changeup, and like literally he throws a changeup 78% of the time. Like there is no so in baseball, in pitchers, and I'm learning new stuff every day because I was never a pitcher guy. I was more of a hitter guy. So the biggest thing about a pitcher is location, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not just normal location, it's eye location. So if I throw a changeup low and outside, the next pitch I throw could be a changeup up inside. Because if you start throwing in a similar area, after a while, the batter's going to know where that is. His timing for swinging is going to be right there. So it's pitcher eye location. It's batter eye location where you're throwing the ball. So if you're going to throw a changeup low and outside, the next one you want to throw up or inside or low outs or low inside. Like you're trying to throw it in a different location at a different speed. Mm-hmm. And it helps when you have a fastball that can be thrown like 95 miles an hour, and then your changeup is like 80 miles an hour. So if you can do that helps so much better. But eye location is a big deal for pitchers. So you can throw the same pitch over and over again, but if you throw it in a different location, like significant different location, you can be still a good pitcher in this league.
Well, I mean, changeups are something is probably one of the pitches that is really got to be mastered because it's an effective pitch if you know how to throw it right. If he knows how to throw it right, he's doing 78% of the time. I mean, he could, you could say he can go outside and inside and outside, but if that batter is thinking the same thing, he can just mix it up. And if his changeup is working really well, because that's what he's throwing 78% of the time, then I mean he can make a living off of that, really.
Yeah. So with the changeup, you could. I mean, any pitch nowadays. There's so many combination pitch. I mean, there's one. It's called one of our pitchers throw. It's called a slurve. It's like it's a slider curve, which we got to really stop making up names for pitches. Goodness gracious. I mean, I've heard a few others that are kind of hysterical, but it's like because people are using different grips on the ball. Like you can throw a fastball. You can throw your fastball and have it come out of your hand a little different, and it'll throw some movement on that. If you throw a sinker, which to me are a sinker when you're watching it from behind because it goes down, it kind of goes out and down, so it looks like a sinker, but it's not. It's a curve. I mean, you can throw a curve. You can throw a curve and make it a little flatter than normal, and it becomes a different pitch. Like it just depends on how you hold the ball and the rotation you throw on the ball, how it comes off your hand. So, I mean, they have so many different ways to throw different pitches all the time. So, I mean, there is no traditional knuckleball, slider, curve, fastball, changeup. It's just there's not just traditional pitches anymore. There's combinations of several different pitches.
So again, you have spoken up a player that's not doing very well right now, and Riley just scored a run for the Tigers.
See, I said it earlier. I got to do that more often, man, because he's been doing horrid. Mm-hmm. He's periodically coming back, so that's great. That's great. Wow, look at that. 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, 1 hit. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Even Trey Sweeney got a hit. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Wow, I love it.
That's a guy I don't hear you talk about a lot either, is Sweeney.
He had difficulties last year, and he's still having difficulties this year. He's an average defenseman, an average defensive player, but he doesn't have his timing's not right yet. He's he helps with getting some walks, but he's not there yet. He's still a guy in development. I mean, he might be the future for Javi Baez when he's gone. Mm-hmm. So that's what you got to look forward to right now, Trey Sweeney. So, I mean, I haven't looked at our minor league system actually the whole season, to be honest with you. I was looking at the top prospects earlier today in baseball. For the Tigers, obviously we got the traditional Jackson Jobe, Max Clark, and my favorite guy been for the last 2 years, Kevin McGonigal. Kevin McGonigal can play shortstop and second, and then we got Bryce Rayner. So he won't be up for a couple of years, but he's a really good player and he plays short. Like that might be your future at short right there. That might be your future at short because we don't have another short. I'm looking. Carson Ruxer plays short. Jose Dixon. Yeah, he's like brand new. Like, yeah, you don't have anything in short except for Sweeney and Bryce Rayner. So, because McGonigal will probably play second base when he comes up if he does. So, but yeah, I mean, prospects include Jackson Jobe, Max Clark, Kevin McGonigal, Bryce Rayner, Theron Lorenzo, catcher, first base. You know, he's going to have to compete because we got a catcher. We might have a future catcher too. So you're going to start seeing soon, just like the Lions, because they got a lot of prospects on people they're going to have to sign. They are going to have to replace players and they're going to have to trade them off. It's just the way it goes. You can't play and pay.
You can't pay everybody. Yeah, especially with a salary cap. Yeah.
Yeah. But in baseball, there's no salary cap, so you can pay anybody, but you can't pay players and then send them to the minors. Like you just
right.
can't do that. Like, so that's the thing. A lot of these guys, like, that's why weaning off free agents is going to happen. Like, if Trey Sweeney does not work out, if he's at batting 200, he's a solid defenseman. We got we got Bryce Rayner right behind him. So that's fine. We'll bring him up. You know, like, as guys fall off, which is good to have young talent, because then you have to do well or you're gone. Simple as that. So,
speaking of shortstops, I didn't realize it, but they had the Padres have a Julio Iglesias. I call him Julio.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias, yeah.
Fluffy.
Mm-hmm. That too, yep. You can name that too. But yeah, he's playing pretty good today too. I think he had a single and he got on base a couple of times. So, and he made a couple good plays already. So it's good to see him. You know, when we had him, he was really good. I don't know why we traded him out, but whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the show. I just want to mention a couple of things here. By the way, next week will be the final week of the daily show, One Ass Cheek, Three Toes. Unfortunately, I will be working during the day. Unfortunately for me, no. But unfortunately for the show, I'll be working during the day. So 2:00, I won't be here to do the show. So we're trying to work some things out and move our shows to a different time slot. So that'll be our last week is next week. I also want to send a shout out to Dennis Cockrum and the Trailer Park Country Band. They're one of these bands that travel around, do a lot of football tailgating shows and stuff like that. So I just want to send him a shout out, Dennis. And tomorrow on Prim and Proper Sports, we're having a draft party at 7:30 p.m. If you wish to join, please just let us know and we'll send you the link so you can come on. Of course, it's going to be regulated to rules and regulations because of monetary reasons. So be aware of that. But we're going to have a tootin' good time to see who's lying and who's not lying from these last 2 weeks in the NFL. But anyway, hopefully we'll have Chris next week. He might have a scheduling snafu, but hopefully he'll come back next week and we can talk some more Major League Baseball for the last time for the next week. And then we'll try to get a spot for him once we do our new schedule. Other than that, everybody, y'all have a terrific rest of your day. We only have 1 day and 6 hours. Well, actually 5 to the draft. So exciting. It's like Christmas Day. But anyway, yep. Have a good one. We will talk to you later tomorrow at 2:00. We will have Jim, the hockey guy, on. We'll be talking NHL playoffs. Have a great day.